how do you explain it?
So you moved here.
Yeah, so we moved from Adelaide, and I hated school, and I wasn't really. I gave up, and I didn't want to go to school that much anymore. So I think my science teacher, she said there's this thing called big picture, and you basically learn on, instead of learning like just normal English and math and science and that crap, you learn your passion base. So I was doing like cars and stuff for ages. And then
Like drifting.
Yeah, I did drifting, VR, rock climbing, and then it switched to influencing / entrepreneur stuff. So
cool, man.
That's sort of how
great.
it's. Yeah.
And now you're in touch with Yes Theory, hey?
Yeah. So I think it was at the start of quarantine last year. I think I messaged their manager and I wasn't expecting anything. And then I woke up from a huge paragraph from him. And he was saying like, I can like do like he was saying that I could video call them that week and then we can see what goes on from there. So I've just been in contact with them for like a year now.
Cool. That's sick, dude. I love that. Good on you.
Yeah, it's scary because I'm not really good at talking to people, but
neither am I, man. I get so shy and awkward. Like public speaking for me is like the absolute worst. So I feel you on that.
Yeah. So do you watch Yes Theory?
Yeah, I do. Like if I ever see a video pop up that I haven't seen, I normally click on it, and I think they're great. I love their whole motto.
Yeah, seek discomfort.
Yeah.
I've sort of lived to that now. That's like what I want. Yeah. I don't know.
Sounds like it's working for you. So that's pretty sick.
Yeah. I have some questions.
Yeah. So this is for your, it's called Big Picture. Is this like a project that you're doing?
Big Picture is what is it? It's you know how it's like just normal school. So it's like that, but they do it in a different way.
Cool.
Yeah, so you put all the subjects into one.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm happy to help you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
No, thank you for helping me. All right. See you later. Good to see you. Cool. Well, first off, you don't need to be nervous. I'm just like a Perth boy.
I get nervous with everything.
So we're chilling.
How did you go from Perth to America, like ending up in the big roles in America and stuff?
It's a great question. So I started out in Perth acting, and I always knew that I wanted to head to do like Hollywood movies. It was always my dream. I was like, I want to be a Hollywood actor. And I knew that I couldn't really do that in Australia. There was like the odd project that would come through, but definitely not in Perth. So you either kind of in Sydney or it wasn't going to happen. So I made a decision to commit and be like, hey, I'm going to go to America to have a shot at acting and, you know, give it a try. And then after doing some research, I found out that Canada was actually a better option for me, just because the visa was a bit easier to get. And it's called Hollywood North. So they have a lot of film productions there. So I took off when I was 19. I just graduated high school and I left like the next summer, I think, to pursue acting. And then basically once I got there, I've just been auditioning and I started in small one-liner roles. And over the years, I've slowly gotten bigger and bigger roles. And then, I don't know, lately I've been doing some really cool projects like Dora, that's behind you. Cool poster, by the way.
Thank you for that, by the way.
Of course, man. Yeah. But that's kind of how I ended up there. It was always a goal of mine to act, so I just figured I'll give it a shot while I'm young, and so far it's been pretty good.
Yeah. Have you? My mum wants to know if you've been to Fernie in
Where?
Canada. Fernie.
Fernie? No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go there. It's full of Australians.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh.
and Kiwis.
You can.
Huh?
You can.
Yeah, you have to go up to.
You're gonna be back
Bye-bye.
anyway.
Okay.
Second question. How has COVID affected acting?
It's a good question. For the whole of 2020, I had like 0 auditions. I had like the odd audition that came through, but even the ones that came through, they were all filming this year in 2021. So it pretty much put everything on hold because the whole world shut down. But
Yeah.
it started to pick up again at the end of the year. So I managed to get a role shooting a film at the end of 2020. But it's crazy. COVID, like, you have to get tested 3 times a week, and you have to wear masks on set, and you can't talk to anyone who's not in your zone. There's all these like safety protocols. So it's very different on set. It's less chill and like fun, and it's more
Like
thing
straightforward.
Yeah, so it's changed it. I know we'll eventually go back to normal, but
Yeah.
it's definitely a weird experience. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be like going from like it was weird even here, but not like acting. It would be like weird, just like everything being like you can do what you want, or not really, but like you have more freedom, I guess, with that, because you could.
Yeah, like you used to be able to just hang out with the crew members.
Yeah,
Like in any part, you can just go chat. But now it's like I can only talk to like a few people, otherwise you get in trouble. So pretty crazy.
Well, I saw a few episodes of 68 Whiskey. That was pretty cool. It's
Cool.
a good. Yeah.
Thank you.
I've watched. Yeah. Oh, I didn't write this down, but did you start your music, the Beanie Kids? Did you start that during COVID or was it before?
We've been a band for like 3 or 4 years now.
Jesus.
But like we recorded that music like 2 years ago, I think. It was actually what happened. I flew back from, I think I went down to Los Angeles for the premiere of Dora. So I was there for like a month, doing a bunch of press and promo stuff for the movie. And then while I was there, I booked the role on 68 Whiskey. So I had like a 3-day gap to fly to Vancouver, pack my bags, and then go back to Los Angeles between Dora and starting 68 Whiskey. And in that 3-day gap, we went into the studio and we recorded the Beanie Kids all up. So, but we'd been jamming that music for like 3 years before, but I was always away working and we never had a minute to actually record it. So we did it in that 3-day gap, and we've released, I think, 2 songs now, and we've got a bunch more coming out soon, actually. So we've had it for a while. We've never played a show. It's kind of funny.
I really like Pink. It's been stuck in my head. I don't
Thank
know.
you.
I've been singing it.
One of my favorites too, so.
What would your ultimate movie be? Like role in a movie, or like any movie?
You know what? I've always wanted to do a film that has like pirates and ships. I think that'd be kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean or something.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I've always found that era pretty interesting. So I think it'd be sick to be a pirate and do some sword fights. It'd be sick to have like a ponytail. It'd be great. So probably that at the moment is like, that'd be fun for me. But anything, man. All the roles are great.
Very okay. One other question: is my mum annoying?
Is your mum and
Yeah.
No. She's great. She's been good for our family. Yeah, very thankful.
What movie set your career or series set your career in action?
Ooh, it's actually a really good question because I feel like every role I've done has kind of opened a new door for me. The first TV series I ever had a lead role in was called Imaginary Mary, which was like a family comedy.
Yeah.
That was like my first like big lead. I did a Disney movie before that, which was like supporting, but Imaginary Mary was the first lead role. So that was a huge learning experience for me. I feel like my acting really leveled up on that show because normally when you act, you get to do like, I don't know, between 10 and 30 days on a movie if you're lucky. But when you're doing a TV series, you're filming every day for about 6 months straight. So, and I got to work with people who are like really talented. So I'd say Imaginary Mary was probably the first show that really gave me some weight on my belt, kind of a good credit on my resume. And then I'd say the big one was probably Dora. That's probably the film that like now when my team pitch me for a project, they can be like, oh, he was one of the leads of Dora. And everyone's like, oh, I know that movie. So that was a fun one to get. And I'm very thankful.
It was a very good movie. I've watched that.
Yeah. Oh, you have? So.
I think the first time when it came out, they were gonna watch it, and I didn't really seem that interested in it. But then I went and got a drink, and I sat there and watched the whole thing, and now it's like one of my favorite movies.
Yeah. Honestly, we had so much fun making that movie, so I think that really came across in it. It's a pretty fun film.
Wasn't it filmed in Australia?
It was. Yeah, we shot it on the Gold Coast.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was filmed in Australia, but I think that's like movie magic.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job at building all the sets and stuff. Yeah, it's great. Mm-hmm.
Would you rather Australia or Canada?
I mean, Australia is my home, so I love Oz. Whenever I get to come here to work, it's like a dream come true because not only do I get to come home and see my family and get in the sunshine, but also the crew is Australian and like Aussies have a pretty good sense of humor. So I find that when I work with the Aussie crews, I'm always laughing, which is nice. But I mean, Canada. Sorry?
Do you feel more comfortable when you're with the Australian crew?
Ooh. I did, like Dora was like the most comfortable I've ever been. But I think that comes from the top, from like the director. Like he was awesome. He was British as well, and the British people are pretty funny and we get along well. So but yeah, Australia was definitely a great time. But I mean I love Canada. I've been living in Vancouver for 7 years now, so I'll probably be there for a while.
Yeah, Canada's awesome.
Yeah.
How have your fans and family supported you?
Well, my family's been supporting me since day one. When I was like, hey, I want to move to Canada, they're all like, go chase your dream. I was like, thanks, Mom. So family's always supported me. And they've always understood when I can't come home because of work. They're really supportive. So yeah, love my family. We're all really close, which is cool. And I mean, fans are awesome. They're always reaching out and sending me cool things that they've made or edited or pictures they've drawn. And it's cool just having a bunch of people follow your work. Because I feel like I'm just an average dude who's having fun. So it's cool to see a bunch of people recognize it. Yeah, you're like, oh, thank you. I'm glad. Like it's cool when I hear someone like, oh, I like Dora. I'm like, oh, that's great because I like it too. So yeah, love that.
Do you usually watch the stuff like or not? Like, do you have out there? How much times have you watched Dora? is that like it? Or
I think I've seen, 2 or 3 times. I watched it. When did I watch it? I think I watched it at the premiere in Los Angeles. I watched it at the movies with my friends in Vancouver. I said, hey, whoever wants to come, we're going to go watch Dora in the cinemas. So that was fun. And then I also came to the Australian premiere. So I watched it then.
That's cool.
And then I think I've seen it, clips of it a few times because I was editing together like an acting reel. So I kind of had to go through the movie to pick out the parts I was in. But I think I've only officially watched it maybe 3 or 4 times. But every time I see it, it makes me laugh.
It's a funny movie. Crap, I just had something in my head. What was your favorite scene in Dora that you acted in? Or to do? Yeah.
Well, we did so many like stunts in that film. So let me think. I can tell you my least favorite scene was doing the mud pit where we were getting sucked into the
with the
'cause
sinking
we had to
sand.
sit. Yeah, sinking sand. Thank you. I forgot the name. We had to sit in like this pool, and it was all sandy and like disgusting. And we had to sit in it for like, I think it was 2 days that we filmed that scene.
That's
So I was just soaking wet for 2 days, and it's like when you get out to have like a break for 20 minutes, you're just sitting there like drenched. So that was probably my least favorite scene. Although it was fun, it was like kind of gross. And I'd say probably the most fun I had was the part where we're shooting out of the aqueduct when we're sliding down.
Oh yeah.
You know how we're swimming and then we open up the thing and we get sucked out?
Yep.
That was sweet. They built a full set that lowered into water. So it was like actually rising, and it fully got up to the point where we had to take a breath. So that was pretty cool.
Can you actually hold your breath for as long as you said in the movie?
Yes, maybe.
What's the worst thing?
Nah, they actually brought in a guy. His name's Nam. I think he's well known in the world because he teaches all the professional surfers how to hold their breath when they get dunked by like giant waves. So they had him come in, and we went to the Olympic pools on the Gold Coast, and we did training with him how to hold our breath. So I think we got to like, I think it was like 3.5 minutes where we'd just be underwater holding our breath, like no worries. So it was pretty cool. So that came in handy when we were filming the scene, because obviously the longer you're down there, the more shots they can get. But yeah, can't do 7 minutes. If I kept the train, I think he can do like 10 minutes. So I reckon I could get there if I tried.
Yeah. Yeah. It would have been. It made me nervous, mother.
Oh, sorry. I'll be anywhere.
Same.
So was it a slide that you had to the
the aqueduct.
Yeah.
So there's like the film studio, which is just a giant empty studio normally, and they built a full indoor water slide for us. So we spent all day just going down water slides. My job was great. That was pretty fun. Yeah, we got to do that a bunch. And there's a big pool at the end that you shoot out landing. So it's great.
Did every scene take like, was it any scene that took like 1 or like 5 attempts, or was it like, did they take a lot?
Normally most scenes take a while to shoot because you have to get all these different camera angles. So there could be like 10 different angles per scene, and for each angle you have to act the same scene. So
that would be tricky.
Sometimes you do it like 50 times.
That'd be very tricky.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to like do it the same every time and not lose the authenticity of it, because you don't want to be like a robot. So it's a good challenge. If you make it fun, it's good.
Acting would be cool, but I don't think I can even talk like this. So I'll be like,
I find the cool thing about acting though is you're not yourself,
Yeah.
and they tell you what to say. Because I personally, like, I get nervous during public speaking, but if I have to go up on stage as an actor, it doesn't bother me because I'm like, it's not me, it's that guy. So it's cool. It's a good exercise to do, I'd say.
Yeah. Next question. Oh, what's it like acting with other movie actors, and who's some of your favorite that you have acted with?
Well, first of all, it's great because most of the people who are doing acting enjoy the job. So it's cool working with people who want to be there. It's been great. I mean, it's cool being able to play with other people and like bounce ideas off each other, especially when they have a lot of experience. Like there's a few people that I've been able to work with who are really talented and been around for a while. And for example, Eugenio, who was in Dora.
Oh,
he's like a,
was he in Fantasy Island? Or
I don't know. His name's Alejandro in the movie. The bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, him. So he's huge in Mexico. I mean, well, in America too. He's a really big actor, and he's like a comedic legend. So being able to work with him, I couldn't stop laughing. Like we just bounce all day and we just like have fun. So it's pretty cool. Being able to work with people like that and learn from them. But yeah, had the opportunity to work with some pretty cool people. So I love it.
Yeah.
Did I answer your question? I feel like those two parts.
Yeah, there was. I just sort of stopped up talking. Who's your or some of your favorites, like people?
Well, definitely Eugenio. He was great to work with. Who else have I know to work with? I just shot a really fun movie called One Up, which is a comedy about esports, which is pretty sick because I love video games. So that was great. Everyone on that is awesome. We had Paris Burrells and Taylor Zakar Perez, and they're all super young people and they're like pretty funny. So we were able to bounce a bunch of jokes off each other. Madeline Madden, who was in Dora, she played Sammy.
Yeah,
she's so funny. She's like one of my best mates. I'm actually going to see her in like a week's time. So she's great.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, actually, all of us kids from Dora, we still chat all the time. So the good thing about shooting films is you become like family with these people because you live in a remote location for like 6 months. And just hang out. Honestly, everyone I've worked with has been awesome. I haven't had one person yet who I haven't liked. So yeah, it's great.
Do you game often?
Yeah, I game like every day.
What games do you play?
When I'm in Vancouver, if I'm chilling and I don't have work or whatever, I normally play like Call of Duty with my friends. I got like a little squad. Some of my mates from Perth, been my friends for life. They play, and then I got some mates in Canada, so we jump on most nights and play some Call of Duty. But if I'm traveling, I take my Nintendo Switch because it's good for traveling.
Yeah.
And I play on that. At the moment, I've been playing Pokemon Sword. It's pretty good.
Pokemon's good.
I haven't played Pokemon since I was a kid, so
yeah. I played it on the Nintendo DS, but then I got my Nintendo Switch, and then I played the new one, and it's
pretty sick.
Fun.
So yeah, I don't know. I love gaming. Always been a big fan.
Are you on Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Oh,
That's the way.
I have all three. I have a PC and an Xbox and so I'm everywhere.
Ready love that.
Charlotte didn't really talk.
Bye, Caleb.
Do you want to say hi quickly? You have to.
You can say hi. You gotta
yeah, come on. There we go.
Hello.
There you are.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry. So I want to be a director and an actor, so it's not really
Yeah?
something I want to.
Talk to him about it.
Ah, bro, that's great. Yeah, come hang out.
All right. Well, how do I talk about this?
You said you want to be.
You want to do directing and acting?
Yeah, I want to be someone who can like create movies that like aren't really on like the board right now.
Mhm.
So like more like magical and movies, like fantasy movies and stuff,
Oh, cool.
and
That's
experiment
sick.
with special effects and CGI and stuff like that.
Cool. Have you made any like home movies and stuff yet? To kind of
Me and my friends, we make school projects for media.
sick. That's dope. That's where it all starts, man.
Yeah,
I started acting in high school, and then you get better as you go.
fair. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, that's sweet. What grade are you in?
12.
12. Okay.
Yeah.
You're both in 12, right?
Yeah, we're in the same year.
He's also on Big Picture.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
in
cool.
the same class. Yeah.
What
Sick.
are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing movie filming.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Ah, great. I love that you get to go to school for filmmaking. Like, that's sick.
Yeah, 1 year to make a movie story, stuff like that. So yeah.
Are you directing that one or are you acting? Or both?
So everyone in our class has to make 2 films.
Mhm.
So because we're in a group of like 10, we're all going to be in like 20 different films each.
Sick.
So,
Oh, that's great. Good experience. Get to do a bunch of different characters and stuff. Hey.
yeah, exactly. Everyone's like different ideas. So like half of the kids are like military, like want to do like dark, and then some like romance, and then I'm more like fantasy and stuff.
Cool. That's fun. That's sick.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you. Sorry.
Keep it up. Keep going.
He doesn't.
That's funny.
I think that's all the questions I had.
Yeah, you don't have anything else? It's okay if not.
I had one, but then it's gone.
That's it. All good.
Yeah.
Well, sweet, man. Well, hey, thank you so much for setting this up.
Thank you
Appreciate
for actually